Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, and I am here with my weekly Moonday message. This is going to be a message of guidance for the week for the collective. So this is for anyone and everyone who finds themselves here, either watching this message back on replay, or if you're watching it live, or if you're catching the replay months from now. There is no coincidence. And that means there is likely something here that you will resonate with and that you can take away from this reading today. So bear with me one moment as people start to see that I'm live. I'm going to take a couple seconds so that I can actually share and let people know I'm live as well. Hello, Noreen. Welcome. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hi, Reese and Brenna and Dawn, Alexandria, Faye, Jillian. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. Give me 1 second and I will be right with you. Hopefully this is a simple and easy process today, as sometimes this page just never wants to load. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see if I can make that work more than once. Hi, Lauren. Hello, Kim. Welcome. Hey, Fred. Cindy, Anna. Oh, wow. All the way from Australia. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Bear with me 1 second. I am just posting and letting people know that I am live. And I think I got it. There we go. All right, everybody. How are you? I'm so happy to be back. I know I've had a little bit of a very necessary hiatus. And I hope all of you have been taking some time to get some rest. I'm going to talk about that in a few moments. Happy Moon Day, Trista. Welcome. Glad you were able to make it as well. Cindy says, don't know how long I can stay, but I wanted to say hi. Well, I appreciate you popping in. Thank you. And I hope that your evening is a restful one. I know you've got a lot going on right now, too. So I'm not going to do any news and announcements. Today is actually my first real day back into the swing of things. So I'm going to take it a little easy, and I don't want this to be too lengthy, so I can still get to rest here at a decent time this evening. So hi, Di. Hi, Laura. Hey, Tor. Hey, Hannah. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here. So yeah, I did take about a week and a half off of really doing any work. It wasn't sick or anything like that. I was just respecting my body, respecting my energy. And, you know, we've had some massive energy upgrades happening to us. Lots of shifting, lots of emotional stuff coming up. We've had some serious gateways going on here, energetic gateways. Today itself is a 393, no matter which way you look at it. So, you know, the number 3 or any increments of 3 are incredibly powerful, transformational, creative energies. So really it's about massive shifting and I would say new energies within us being created right now. So it's taking a toll on our energy bodies. It's taking a toll on our physical bodies. It's taking a toll on our emotions. It's going to affect everyone a little differently. So I want to talk about the energy forecast, or my empathy forecast. As you all know, I am not an astrologer. Don't even claim or pretend to be. I just talk about the way that what I notice is going on impacts me and those around me. So I like to talk about it. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So I'll do that really quickly. We'll get into the Moonday message. I'll pull the mudra, and then that's going to be it for me, okay? So I really appreciate everybody being here with me. And those of you who are signed up for my 2020 readings, thank you so much for your incredible patience as I kind of pushed myself back a bit of a week there. So, but they are in swing. I did get started today, so they'll be there soon. All right, so the energy forecast. I would say it started for me about Thanksgiving time here in the States, so about November 28th-ish. I started really feeling like no motivation to do anything. And really all I wanted to do was either rest or play. And I just went with it. And the more I tried to like tell myself, okay, Jamie, knock it off. You got to get back to work. Like, especially when the week rolled around after the holiday was over, I couldn't do it. And I tried. I really did. I tried. I sat down. I tried to start working, doing some videos, trying to record some readings. And it was so much so that my equipment would not work. It just stopped working. It's magically fine again today. But it's been about a week where my recording equipment and my iPad, everything just started going haywire, and there was no reasoning for it, and it wouldn't even record or upload. So that was my sure sign that absolutely not, no work. And in the meantime, I had actually received some messages from my own higher self, my family of light, just kind of telling me, you're like everyone else going through massive energy upgrades. And when this work happens, you really just gotta rest and just allow. You're not supposed to be overextending yourself. So any messages too that you're going to start receiving also can tend to be a little clouded. So I just respected it and I went with it, and I really just had a lot of fun with it. So it gave me the perfect opportunity to, lay in, watch some Christmas specials, make Christmas cookies, spend time with my kids, decorate, things that I would probably have put off. So I hope that all of you took the opportunity, if you were feeling like I just can't function, I can't think straight. I have been posting some messages here and there, so I'm sure you guys all started catching those with some card messages and collective messages that were coming through. And it really was about just allowing yourself to, if you're feeling not up to par, just resting. And there was a really good reason for it. So we talk about these energy gateways that have been happening, and, the first one was starting at, it's really started back in October, but 12/3, 2019 was also a really big one, and that was a 333 numerically speaking. So that was pretty potent. And then we are opening up to 12/12 now we have coming, which is no coincidence, a full moon. Interestingly enough, that's also a 333. And then if you're going to talk about the timing of this full moon is actually supposed to be at 12:12 a.m. So you can deny it all you want for those who are skeptics, and that's fine. That's your bag, and I will never try to convince anybody otherwise. But don't you think it's kind of interesting that it's 12:12 a.m. on 12/12/2019? Magic's happening, guys, so we just kind of got to allow it. So it is another massive, what we call energy gateways, and I won't go into a lengthy discussion, but it is really just about this new shifting and the raising of the vibration and clearing out those mental patterns, the emotional blockage, the things that blocked us from being able to see from a higher perspective, our own personal views, our own personal paths and the way forward, but also in a bigger collective picture. We're all starting to kind of expand together. We're all starting to connect and rise together. And this is happening as one. And one of my messages the other day was literally about us being attuned and aligned to everything around us. That it's no longer about just you. It's about the universe and everything that entails. So what we do to the plants or the animals or the trees or, the earth in the oceans is what we do to ourselves. What we do to the next person is what we do to ourselves, because we are all one, guys. So today there was a message on my page I posted if you hadn't seen it regarding my card pool And it was, again, a collective message, and it was working with Kuan Yin energy, which was all about transcending through compassion and mercy. So if you haven't caught that, check that out. Great message. So I think that you can even see there's something shifting within me, the way that, I'm doing my work here now too. So just allow what's going on right now, okay? And then 1221 is another big gateway. That's also solstice time. And we've got 1222. So it's back to back to back. And essentially what's happening, you're not losing your minds. What's happening is that we're being energetically prepared, and we are honestly clearing out or being shown what needs to be cleared out as we move into 2020. So it's prep work. It's a big, big month, and I just expect it to get more and more intense, right? So, hey Angie, hey Doreen, Katrina, welcome beautiful ladies, Robin, thank you so much for being here. Dawn says, yes, so many messages coming through urging me to take some me time. Good for you. Listen, harness that energy, and there's so much self-discovery that's happening at the same time too. So the way to do that is just through the silence and shutting everything else off around you. All right. Trishane says, I feel like I am. What part, hun? Feel like you are. Sorry. Because I scrolled up, I threw off my train of thought there. All right, so I'm also going to get into the oracle message for the week. I am trying to continue, as long as my, spirit or my higher self urges me to. I'm going to continue those daily collective messages on my page. I also post them on my personal page. So as long as they're not a specific message solely for me, I will share them. So a little bonus insight on, every day as to what's going on. Trisha says, I'm on the verge of something huge. I swear I can feel it. I believe you, sister. Absolutely. I think a lot of us, or all of us, really are on the verge of some amazing things happening for us all. Your mind, Katrina. Oh, love. I'm there with you. I felt like that too. Thankfully, I'm on the upswing now. But so just ground, anchor, have fun. You're not losing your mind. All right. So I have actually decided to break out one of my older decks to work with, because when we're in this transitional time like this, I really like to, it feels like some direction is needed. And I have a deck called The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. And this one to me is always great for when you're needing a little bit of more direction or insight into, what's going on with where you're going, if that makes sense. So, hi Liz. Teresa's been on a huge bundle of anxiety, just a lot of change, getting ready for moving. Oh, big shift there, you see? The anxiety is natural, honor it, but don't indulge it, okay? So lots of grounding, work with the Boo Mudra. I think I just referred that to somebody else, so BHU. It's very much about connecting you with the heart of Mother Earth, with the energy and the roots of Mother Earth. It's very simple to do. If I can find it in my deck when we do the mudras, I'll show it to you, okay? All right, so let's see what guidance comes through for the world as a collective's highest and greatest good this week of December 9th, 2019. Ooh, okay. So this is really not too surprising to me. It is a 31, and I probably should say, for anybody who's new to my page, these messages they're all positive messages. It's for higher guidance. There's nothing negative or scary that comes through these readings. They are a general overview of guidance for the week for all of us as one, really just giving us a heads up and some insight into what we most need to know as we go into the energy of the week. So I do offer private personalized readings, but I'm not doing them here today. If you are interested in a private reading, you can message me privately, or you can check out the different types of reading or services on my page. Okay. So it's a 31, and that to me breaks down to be a number 4. Number 4 to me speaks of our foundation. It speaks of our structure, our stability, what we build our lives on, or what we build our life around. And so I do kind of feel like it's like our foundation is really being shaken, and kind of, it's almost like, I was talking to somebody the other day, and we had a conversation about the Schumann frequency, or the Schumann resonance, frequency, the Schumann resonance that's happening. And basically, it's these high waves of energy that are kind of hitting the earth. The frequencies are being recorded, and it's like the highest it's ever been. And it can have these impacts on us, energetically, physically. And so people are noticing it, and lots of people are starting to talk more about it. But without getting on that tangent, this specific person had just asked me if it was possible that them feeling this sudden shaking and vibration felt like their bed had moved across the room, they said, but realistically it did not. They are not in an earthquake-prone area. And I said, that's interesting, because not too long ago, and it happens from time to time, when I'm laying in bed late at night, I'll all of a sudden start feeling like there's a ceiling fan underneath my bed, like on the ceiling below me, and feeling like it's like sending like vibration up through, which there's not. I don't have one underneath my bed or underneath the floor beneath me. But I'll feel like a very subtle vibration, whereas if I'm not paying attention, I wouldn't catch it. But when I tuned in, it actually started to make me a little dizzy, because I really noticed that my whole bed was vibrating. So it's funny that we just had this conversation. She was asking if it was part of that Schumann resonance, which I can't confirm or deny, because I really don't know. I think anything is possible. But why I'm bringing this up is it literally feels like our foundation is shaking, is rocking. And it's like an altering of the world as we know it, as what we're standing on. Our ground is, one, cracking open. And yeah, that can sound scary, but it's not meant to be. It has to crack open in order for the light to get in order for us to be able to shift and move freely without being so stuck and rooted and anchored into a way that is outdated, that is trying to fall away. So it's realigning us, if you will. So I do really feel like that's what the 4 is kind of bringing our awareness to right now, the foundation around us. So it's like you can't get a footing this week, and that's okay. This is actually a good thing. So don't feel like you're losing your mind. Don't feel like things are falling and crumbling around you and it's catastrophic. They may be crumbling around you, but for a better reason, okay? And the card itself is the dry desert. And whenever I see this card, I am really drawn to how it is so barren of anything. And you would or potentially think that when you look at this card, you get the feeling of emptiness. And like when I first got this deck, I used to interpret this message a little differently. And it was more of like, kind of like a lost feeling, like there's nowhere to go. But I now interpret this message as being wide open, like all of the old that was previously there is no longer there. And it's just like everything is, like if with sand, there's imprints in the sand, and somebody kind of comes in and waves their hand over top of the sand and it completely wipes the slate clean. It's like that. That's what this week is. And it's energetically going to feel uncomfortable, maybe uneasy, but it's happening to give us that opening or fresh start to build on. So how that could kind of play out in our lives is feeling like you want to start something new but really can't get off the ground or can't do anything with it. Or maybe you're not even seeing the picture clearly. Maybe you're feeling a little uncertain, a little lost, in between states is what I just heard, like in limbo, kind of not quite there yet, but we're no longer in the past. It's an uneasy time, but it is a time where you're being asked to throw your arms wide open and embrace the potential and the possibility of all of the new opportunities now. It looks to some like a barren desert, but to me or to others, it may look like a whole new open space to work with. So it's yours. It's like this blank canvas that's now ready for you to paint. Your will, your intention, your mind is the paintbrush. So what are you going to put onto your canvas? It is now open and free for you to create the picture or the painting that you would like your life to look like. So take that energy and start slowly. Don't try to take off with anything this week, because I just don't feel like the energy is ready for that. Probably won't be until after the end of December. But I do feel like it is the great time to be planting the seeds, even writing things out, making some sort of a list, some sort of a plan. Katrina mentioned that she's getting ready for a move. Well, that's fantastic. How about harness that energy of the anxiety that's coming up, Katrina, and put it into a project, put it into organization. What do you need to maybe start releasing and getting rid of before this move? Things that aren't necessary to carry on with you. Maybe making a list of what you want this to look like or what that to look like. You see what I'm saying? So use and channel that energy instead of allowing it to overrun you. Instead of seeing something as empty and barren, see it for the beautiful potential that there is to create something majestic within your life, okay? Yes, Noreen, absolutely. A new clean slate. And that's what we're getting. And that's something to really be grateful for this week. So don't look at things as, why is this happening to me? What is it making room for? Okay. All right. So that is our message for the week. It is going to require, I think, a shift in the way that you look at things, which is what this whole new earth, new energy that we're moving into for 2020 is all about. It is really about expanding our awareness and tapping into a higher way of seeing. Okay? All right. So we are going to get into the mudra part. I do hope that you guys enjoyed that message, and it might not make a lot of sense right now, but hold tight to that for the week, and the replay will always be here for catching it back and, kind of seeing how it might apply as things start to maybe unravel throughout the week. Okay. Hannah says, perfect message, Jamie. I absolutely totally resonate with this. Fist pump. Yeah, girl. Thank you. So excited about the new opportunities coming my way. Good for you. I'm so happy for you, and thank you for saying that. Yeah, and mudra time. All right, so I'm going to get into the mudra. I'll see if I can find that one for you too, and anybody else that deals with anxiety, feeling overwhelmed. The grounding is essential. Okay, so the Boo Mudra that's my number one. It's so simple, it's easy for me to pronounce, and it's effective. Okay. All right. I'll look for that really quickly. And the deck that I work with, actually I have two of them, but this one in particular is the Mudras for Awakening the Energy Body by Alison de Nicola, and she also has the other one for Awakening the Five Elements. So let's see. I think it's in this deck. And it's red, so that should be much easier to find. Any minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. You really just make it a peace sign, but put them together. Take your thumb, hold down your, pinky finger and your ring finger. Hold them down, and then you're just going to point. If you're sitting down, you would actually do it with both hands, and you would actually put your fingertips touching the ground or the earth. Yeah, the Mother Earth Mudra, absolutely. And you'd put them down. If you're standing, you could do it standing as well, like if you're at work. And you're literally just seeing this current of energy coming down through you, out your fingertips, sending it down into the earth. And that's just helping you anchor and ground your energy. It does help to relieve anxiety, at least in my experience anyway. And again, it is the grounding mudra. And it says stability, connection to the physical body. It reduces stress, blood pressure, and it does activate your root chakra. Okay? All right. This is not our mudra for the week. Maybe it should be. We'll find out. All right. So what I like to do is pull a mudra for all of us to work with for the week. once I pull the mudra, I actually kind of guide us through doing it together once, and then you can do it all on your own all week long, or you do not have to participate and do it with me here. You can just do it on your own. So mudras, first and foremost, are, well, the word itself is Sanskrit, and it translates into energy seal or seal. And these are energetic symbols or gestures that are formed with our hands or our body, but mostly with the hands for the mudras. And because we have chakras within our palms that actually do channel energy, and we have within our fingertips, they're actually like triggers or activators that are connected to the elements. And so when you form these different gestures, and a lot of us do it all the time without even knowing, things like this. I oftentimes catch myself doing, one of these when I'm talking, not realizing it. Sometimes, we do something like this. Oh, my heart. Yeah, these are all mudras. And so you're able to utilize these gestures through channeling your intention, energy, and even combining breathing. You can channel energy into your energy centers known as your chakras. Each chakra has control over your 4 main bodies. So your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, and your spiritual or light body. And it's a way to clear out energy blockage within those bodies. Doing so can alleviate so many physical, emotional, and mental issues, ailments, even illnesses within your physical body. So they are incredibly powerful. One mudra can channel and work with all, or can connect and work with all chakras. And some just work with specific chakras. So it really just depends, like you heard me say with the Boo mudra for the root. But it also stimulates the heart chakra in the sense that it helps to alleviate the excess energy flowing to your heart chakra, causing anxiety. So they are really powerful, very versatile. They have been being used for thousands of years. They're very therapeutic, very calming, stress relieving. They do tend to also come with a little bit of a caution. So if the mudra that I pull has a caution, I will let you know in advance. Because if you do have an issue on your physical body that already naturally, I shouldn't say naturally because you don't naturally have issues. Issues develop. If you do have an issue in your physical body somewhere, let's say digestive issues, if you use a mudra that triggers your solar plexus or your digestive area, it can overstimulate that area and cause irritation. So they do come with a caution. And then that means you just basically play at your own discretion. Okay. Hi, Cindy. So you can catch the reading back on replay. I'm going into the mudra right now for all of us. Okay. So these are really a way, by working with them all week long, just to take your power into your own hands and to work with the energy that's coming through for the week and to facilitate your own growth and empowerment. Okay. All right. So what mudra comes forward? For the world is the collective's highest and greatest good. Oh, I got one. Ooh. All right. Look at that. We got a master number 33, known as the master teacher number, which is to me all about self-mastery and mastering lessons and cycles placed, or challenges even, placed before us. Excuse me. So the mudra is the Sakshi mudra, and it is inner witness. And Angie Walters of Crystal Essence Healing has her own page where she posts a mudra of the day every day. So you can go on to Angie's page, again, Crystal Essence Healing, and check out the mudra of the day. You can work with them in conjunction with the mudra of the week that I pull. But Angie works a lot more in depth with mudras than what I do. So she has more information and tends to help me out here, and I appreciate her so much, dropping information in the comments for me about each mudra that comes up every week, above and beyond what just this card tells me. Okay, so oftentimes, this one doesn't come with a caution, but oftentimes you can work with the mantra or chant that goes along with this mudra, instead of actually doing the mudra if you were unable to because of health reasons and issues. And Angie sometimes likes to drop those in the comments. But so this one assists with self-study. That's interesting, because what did we talk about when I said with the whole being guided to just rest and, kind of go within, not do too much? It's about self-reflection, which in turn is self-study, because we really are shifting. And so it's about reevaluating where you're at, what's going on emotionally, mentally, what you want. We're shifting and growing, and we're learning things about ourselves that we maybe never realized before or never knew before, and things are happening now for us that weren't before. So it's really just a whole new time energetically, and a great time for that self-study. So inner witness, it's really about witnessing the self, holding space for yourself, and it is spaciousness and clarity. The card color is like an indigo purple, which would tell me that it's very connected to crown and third eye chakras. So that claircognizance, which is clear knowing at your crown, and the clairvoyance, which is the clear seeing or seeing true. It benefits you by relaxing the muscles of the face and jaw. So those of you who naturally clench your teeth, I catch myself doing it all the time when I'm driving. Clenching, that's you're holding tension there. This helps to alleviate that. It lengthens your breath for those who like to do breath work, which is very meditative, very therapeutic as well. And it supports the cervical spine alignment. Okay. So how we're going to do this together. So hey Lee, welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you made it. Anything that you missed, you can catch back on the replay. This is the mudra part, so the oracle message came forward already, but it'll be there for you to catch it back. So basically, you're going to join the tips of all the fingers together, as you see here, okay? So like this. But you are going to, so your base of your palms are touching, soften the knuckles away so that they start to cup a little bit, okay? And then align the thumbs and bend the tip of the knuckle facing inward, okay? I'm not going to be able to show you this because it's going to be kind of hard, but I'll try. I might look ridiculous, but I will try. I'm going to bend them in, okay? All right. And it doesn't really tell us where to hold our hands, so I'm just going to say out in front of your heart when in doubt. I want you to straighten your spine, close your eyes. I'm going to have you take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And when you relax, release your breath and blow it out of your mouth. Channeling that energy right into those palms. Take a nice deep breath in again. And release. This time when you breathe in, try to hold it for a count of 3. Ready? Deep breath in. Hold. Release. And you can state, my inner witness leads me to perfect equanimity. My inner witness leads me to perfect equanimity. My inner witness leads me to perfect equanimity. And so it is. And you can open your eyes. Okay? All right, everybody. So you can work with this mudra as often as you feel comfortable to do so all week long. I'm going to actually take a picture of it. I'm going to post it on my page. Feel free to snag it, save it to your phone, save it to your iPad device, whatever you're watching on, and pull that out every time you feel reminded to do so all week long. Anytime that you're triggered to remember back this message, this reading, great time to utilize the mudra at the same time, because it is only further assisting us in what we most need. Okay? All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here with me. Love and magical blessings, and I do hope you all have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.